Good afternoon, everybody. It is Amber Kivett with Kivett Kinetic Solutions. I am here to share with you one of the great items that LifePro is selling, and today it is one of their 12 days of giveaways. So you can get it for 20% off today only, but it is a hand-foot massager. So if you are kind of stuck in knowing what to get your loved ones for Christmas, or you just want to provide that one item that just everybody wants to have, something very special, this is a really neat product. So I'm here to share with you what this product is all about, and it's called the Vitalize, and it is a foot hand massager. And take off the cover here, and it is you use it through plugging it into the wall. But if you have sore feet, plantar fasciitis, you've got cramping in your legs, you've got neuropathy, this is one of their neatest creations. And again, it's called the Vitalize. Only weighs about 10 pounds, but it is a hand-foot massager. Made for the feet, but you can use it for the arms and hands. So if you've got carpal tunnel syndrome, I can show you how to utilize it for that. But it comes with 5 preset programs. It also has manual mode. So if you've ever heard of acupuncture, acupressure, it has these little balls that are in here in this little rectangular space, and you can push a button on the handy remote so that you don't have to bend forward. You can actually just use the remote. And when you operate the acupressure balls, they come up and kind of rub and massage the middle of your foot. So if you're one of those people who are suffering from plantar fasciitis on a daily basis, you've tried a lot of different things and it's not, or maybe you're making progress and you keep going backwards, this is an awesome feature, an awesome product that you can use. I have mine upstairs. My husband has sore feet and ankles in the evening time, so he's been using it a little bit here lately. But you just lay back, relax, and enjoy it. But it's got five preset programs, 20 levels of speed, so you can change your intensity however you want to set it. So if you're just in the mood for just a nice, easy foot massage, you can set it on a low level of setting. If you're wanting something aggressive, your feet are just really aching and you're getting ready to go to bed, especially restless leg syndrome, you can go with a higher level. So it has a lot of variability so that you can choose which level of comfort or relief that you're looking for without overstimulating some things. You can set it for up to 20 minutes to where you can receive the treatment for up to 20 minutes, but it automatically is default at 10 minutes. Again, only weighs 10 pounds, and but it's not one of those items that you stand on. So you've seen me representing a lot of our platforms, our whole body vibration platforms. This is not whole body vibration. This is just something to stimulate the bottom of your feet and to provide you with some good pain relief without having to take extra medicine. Not everybody has Amber's magic hands at your fingertips. Not everybody can afford to go to see a massage therapist or physical therapy for that matter. So this is just another little tool that you can have in your home, whether you've got pain or not. You're just wanting to release some stress, wanting to relax, wanting to get your day started, because a lot of people with plantar fasciitis and foot issues wake up first thing in the morning and they can't move because they're really uncomfortable. It just really loosens up a lot of the tissues in the bottom of your feet. That being said, like 80% of the little small nerve cell bundles that give your brain feedback as to where you're at in space only exist on the skin on the bottom of your feet. So if you're not exciting those little guys, then your brain is not getting that information, it's not getting that stimulus. And when our brain doesn't get feedback, it tends to change how it works. The mapping changes. So if we can provide stimulus to the skin on the bottom of our feet, it changes how we perceive our surroundings, where our body is at in space, which is what we call proprioception. So if you have trouble with circulation in your legs and in your feet, it definitely helps to open up some of those spaces so that you can get a nice channeling of blood flow through to those into the extremity. We've also got, however, if you're at the end of the day and you're really tense, you've had a long day, or maybe you haven't slept well and you're exhausted before you even get out the door, how we feel is what we perceive pain as well. So the more exhausted we are, or the more stress that we have, the more tension we have over our whole body, that changes blood pressure, that changes stress hormones, that changes our gut instinct, it changes on how our body works. Our entire connective tissue system is based on in a sense, it's based on how the 12 fascial slings come together. And if you have more tension on one of your fascial planes than you do on another, it's going to pull from somewhere. But a lot of those planes, a lot of those fascial slings cross over the cranium. In fact, I think there's seven layers of fascial connective tissue that come across your cranium. So as crazy as this is going to sound, if you relieve pain and tension in your feet, it removes pain and tension in the head. So if you are dealing with headaches because of the stress associated with the season or with COVID, if you can just release the energy in your feet, release the pressure in your feet, it also will release the tension on your jaw, in your neck, and take away or at least minimize or decrease the intensity of those headaches without having to take any pills. So let me show you how this works. We are going to turn it on. It's just touch operation. So, and again, because it's for your feet, you can actually use your feet to turn it on. You don't have to bend over. If you can't find your remote, then you can use your feet. So it's pretty cool how sensitive it is to touch through your skin. But anyhow, we've got all these different buttons up here. If we just push the play button, it automatically starts to work. So you can see how it's moving up and down. And I remember the first time I ever experienced this, I had no idea what it was when Joel from LifePro came here and we did a bunch of commercials and he put this under my feet and we turned it on. My facial expression was priceless, I'm sure, because it made me jump. It felt so good. But anyhow, what we're doing right now, we're in manual mode. So I'm just increasing the speed. And it's got 20 levels of speed, but you can hear how quiet it is, okay? So that's just regular manual mode setting. And then if we turn on those acupuncture balls, or those acupressure balls, I should say, then we're getting movement here in this little rectangular space, which actually is where your plantar fascia would be situated on the platform if you had your feet up on this. So I'll show you that here in just a second, how that all comes together. But just wanted to give you an idea how that works, how quiet it is. So if you have pets or you've got children at home and they're really sensitive to different noises around, it's a very, very quiet unit. So here, if we are wanting to decrease our intensity, we can decrease our intensity really, really easy. Or again, you can use your remote. Right now it's set up for 10 minutes, so we're 1 minute in. And so I turn that off. If I'm wanting to go to a preset program, I'm gonna push this far button over here to the side. And this is our preset 1, our preset 2, preset 3, preset 4, preset 5. Some of the preset buttons will give you the acupressure balls immediately. Once you start a preset program, you cannot add the acupressure balls. The acupressure balls are automatically built into our preset programs. But if you don't like the preset program and you want the little balls to move, you just go into manual mode and turn on the acupressure balls and control your speed however you want to. The pre-programmed settings are nice though, because if you're wanting variety or you get bored with the same sensation, you can feel a variety of switch ups and you don't have to think about doing it yourself. It automatically changes for you, so you just get to sit back and relax. So let me show you how this all goes down. I'm gonna put that on the floor with my feet and I'm gonna grab this so that you can see what my feet on here look like. So I'm just gonna put my feet up here and I like to spread my toes and really feel what's going on. Let's go with a preset 1 and here we go. And so even though my feet are on this unit, I'm still feeling it in my legs and in my hips. So if you haven't stood on one of our vibration platforms yet, it creates vibration through the entire body, which breaks apart connective tissue, which is adhesed, which causes compression on your pain receptors, which causes an increase in pain and causes a decrease in circulation. So just doing something like this is going to get your legs moving, especially if you got, again, restless leg syndrome. Very, very common, especially the less we move. So if we got to get moving somehow, but we just don't have the ability to get moving, some of you might not be able to get vertical if you want to get vertical. But if you can see where those acupressure balls would normally be sitting, it's right there inside of my arch. So that's preset programming 1. In order to switch it up, we're going to pause. I'm going to bring up preset program 2. Okay, and we push that button. So it's just a little bit of a different intensity. It's going to start at a higher level of speed. And as our time progresses, as it moves forward, we're going to increase the speed automatically without having to push any buttons. And you just get to sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. So it's no effort on your end, just enjoyment. I know, interesting feat for you to look at. Yes, this is okay for anybody who has had knee replacements. You can actually use this within the first couple weeks after a knee or a hip replacement. And in fact, it's not a bad idea to do that as long as you've been cleared for DVT and blood clots. So if you have deep vein thrombosis or history of that, or you have a history of blood clots, get clearance from your physician to do this first so that we are in the clear. But again, we're increasing circulation into our feet, into our extremity. Oh, there's those acupressure balls. Woo! This is like a super feel good. Can't explain this feeling. It doesn't like super tickle. It just feels good. I don't know how to explain that. But I'm not getting the vibration too heavy. I'm just feeling a lot of the acupressure balls, and I'm not moving my feet, but you can see how the acupressure balls are moving the structures in my feet. Like 25% of the total bones in the human body are in the feet. We have over 100 ligaments in our feet. If I remember right, there's 19 muscles in the foot, and my feet are starting to itch a little bit, so there's a detox response happening here, which means my body is releasing histamines and different things in order to combat the toxins that are being released, which is a good thing. Yes, Carrie, it does work with neuropathy for sure. And the thing that I love about this machine is you have the ability to start with a low level and work your way up to a higher level. And so here we are. Ooh, there's the intensity. I can feel that. So you can create a variation. So if that's too much intensity, I'm starting to really itch. So there's definitely some toxins going off there. You can move the foot so that you can feel the intensity elsewhere. So the difference between this and our other vibration platforms, you're not getting nearly the intensity of the vibration traveling up through the whole extremity and up through the rest of your body. The frequency and the amplitude on this are going to be much more gentle. When it comes to this, with this device, like most of our vibration platforms have what we call an oscillating mode, which means you're kind of like teeter-tottering side to side, which is causing your muscles to react to that. My muscles aren't necessarily responding to this with the repetitive contract and relax response. It's just mobilizing through a little bit of mild vibration. I'm just getting more circulation, and my legs are calm and relaxed. When it comes to being on the vibration platform, you're getting a lot more movement. You're getting a lot more vibration, and with the verger, the verger moves the legs forward and backward, but there's not really any vibration that comes through the verger. It just moves forward and backward just to get the legs moving, but not feeling a whole lot of vibration. So this is not necessarily to move your legs forward and backward, but just to give you a little bit of a vibration stimulus through your feet, stimulating those small nerve cell bundles on the bottom of your feet, which gives you a different sensory input to your brain. And when that happens, it changes the level of pain that you have, and it changes your level of stress. So if you're able to relax a little bit more, then those stress hormones will naturally lower over time. So here is our P4 program. And again, all these are set up for 10 minutes. And so you're going to see, you can see the little balls that are moving there side to side. And for those who are hypersensitive to this, again, it's a really deep massage to the bottom of my feet. But I can sit here. I don't have somebody touching my feet. So it's different. I have a lot of clients who come in for foot issues, leg issues, all kinds of pain. My expertise with Kivett Kinetic Solution is instant pain relief through modalities and through my magic hands without the use of medication. So, and that's what people come to see me for. But with this, I do know, like with a lot of people don't like to have their feet touched. But they don't have the mobility to touch their own feet to provide that relieving massage. So if you have something like this at home, you're gonna get that massage, and you can meditate through it, because if somebody's touching you, you have no idea where they're going with their hands. So you're anxious, and you tend to carry a little more tension while they're trying to relieve tension. And it takes somebody very special to work on feet. It's not the same as going and having a pedicure and you have them doing things quickly or pushing on certain pressure points that really don't feel good. But part of it feel good, but you're still feeling anxious about what you're experiencing or what's to come yet. And if you've had a negative experience in a nail salon or with a physician doing a pedicure, then of course you're going to have anxiety with people touching your feet. So this is a really good way to have the massage done to your bottom of your feet without somebody actually having to touch you. Okay, so I'm going to pause here. We're going to go to P5. The acupressure balls don't work on this, just a lot of vibration. And the vibration, you can't see it because the amplitude on this, if I remember right, is 0 to 5. It's very, very low. With our whole body vibration platforms, the amplitude is much greater. The frequency and the amount of vibration is much greater even on a low level. And so with this, it's just a subtle movement with the vibration, but it's giving enough to the bottom of my feet that I'm getting relief and I'm getting circulation into my legs, which is changing the lymphatic dynamics and as to how the lymphatic system is working. So if you are struggling with neuropathy, you're struggling with diabetes and complications thereof, can't get anything into the legs and trying to push that fluid out of your legs, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this exercise, but I just want to show you how the different preset programs work. And then I'm going to show you how to use it with your arms and your hands. And the other thing, vibration platforms, the whole body vibration platforms are much heavier. This is only 10 pounds. So you can take it with you different places. Super easy to put underneath your desk if you're trying to keep your legs moving while you're working. You can use this while you're sitting at your desk. And it's super quiet, so nobody else knows that you're using it, right? Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna reverse the view. Hello again. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how to use this for your arms. Because a lot of people have tension, they have carpal tunnel, but carpal tunnel actually is not a hand problem, it is a forearm problem, and it comes all the way up to the shoulder. So I'm gonna show you with my little table here how we can use this for our hands. Okay, so you can use, again, remote. It's gonna show you there's all the preset programs, super user-friendly remote, easy to operate, and then the little M in the top corner is your acupressure balls. And so you can choose however you want to do this. I'm just gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna push start. But you just place your arms. And so again, not only is this gonna be good for somebody who has issues with their hands and their arms, but if you have shoulder pain, as you can see the mild vibration that this is on level 1 out of 20 different speed levels, you know, the vibration that I'm getting from this is actually mobilizing my neck and shoulders on a super gentle level. So if you're somebody who has tried doing whole body vibration work with the arms and it's just too much for you, this is something really easy you can do at home, putting it on a table close to you, on your desk. Okay, you can use this on your desk. So I'm just pulling this. This is just like a little end table, super light, but I'm jiggling a little bit everywhere here, so it's a good feeling. And I don't have those acupressure balls on, so let's turn those on. Now we got the acupressure balls, and now it's kneading and massaging my forearms, and you can see I'm not doing any of this movement. I'm just totally chilling out here. So everything's moving. We can rotate our hands so they're straight up and down. You get the idea as to how much movement's happening here. We can go palms up, and we get the other side of the hand. That's almost too much for me. I don't like that much. So I'm gonna go back down to my palms. You can use your palms. So you just place your palms up here, and again, not moving a whole lot, but oh, that feels so good. It's like right in the deep middle section of my hand, which is the section of my hand that gets tired when I've worked 8 to 12 hours in my treatment room doing massage all day. My hands can get pretty tired because I don't use my elbows when I do massage. I just use my hands. I like to be able to sense and feel and deliver the magic. So, but in order to recharge that magic, we have to keep these hands happy. So you can lift the palms or lift the fingers, and you're going to feel that deeper into your palms. So this is, again, this is just on a level 1. So if we increase that speed, we're gonna go up in speed. So now we're like on a level 6, only 6 out of 20. And you can see how much movement is happening here. Okay, so the other thing that's quite different with this vibration process versus our whole body vibration. Whole body vibration is more of a teeter-tottering. This one, the top end of this is not moving a whole lot. A lot of it's done down here at the bottom. So here's my hands at the top with the acupressure balls in my palms. This is my fingers on the acupressure balls and my wrist down at the bottom. So I'm getting more movement up and down, side to side. So it feels really, really good on the hands though. And my hands are not closed. So if you have our Legra hand massager, it's not the glove that you have going on, but you're still getting this really deep massage on the palms of your hand, which is actually really nice right now. So there's that. You can, I'm gonna scooch my stool back a little bit or scooch this forward. You can lay your arms out a little further and stretch out this way, and you can actually see how things are moving. Actually feels really, really good. I actually haven't done this one yet. It's been a long time since we made this commercial. We made this commercial over the summer, like in July for LifePro. And so I haven't played around with it a whole lot because I'm always playing around with all their other toys. This is actually pretty cool. Anyhow, you can get it today only. Today only 20% off. And if you're not watching this today, then you can get it with my extra discount. Just use Amber 10. In fact, if there's something else from LifePro that you'd like to try out, if they're not running a buy one get one free or a bundle special on it, you can use that discount code Amber10 on anything that's not already on super special and get more money off the lowest price. You can stack the coupons with other items that you're already getting a discount on. So Amber10 will get you even more money off the lowest sale price as long as it's not already being featured as a promotion. And that does not work for Amazon. And I cannot guarantee you that anything's gonna arrive in time for Christmas if you're ordering it today. But you can print off a picture and put it in a box and let your loved one know that it'll be there within a few days. So if you're interested in that, then yes, this feels really good. Sorry, I don't take very much time for myself. I enjoy sharing and educating and instructing, but I don't actually take as much time for myself as I should. So this is how I get to give back to myself, the magic hands. All right, so that's one of those things that we can do. Now, let's go ahead and put this on the floor, and I'm gonna have you join me on the floor. Give me a second here. I'm making some mild adjustments. All right. So from here, let's see if I can, there we go. All right, so now you get to see how this works with the legs. Oh, there we go. Whew. And I know you want to see my feet, right? And that for me, so I have fibromyalgia, for that for me is really too much. Because again, I did have a massage yesterday, and I have a great gal that works on me. But I've had other massage therapists that are just terrible. They actually make me hurt really, really bad because I have fibro. And so my tissues are way more sensitive than what most are. And my legs especially, after recovering from several spinal injuries and having to learn how to move again, my whole lower body below my lumbar spine is super sensitive for touch. So this is actually quite lovely because I can take full control over how much intensity that I'm feeling here. And right now I'm in a manual mode, or I'm in a preset program 3. So I'm going to power this off, and let's restart this again and work my way down through the calves, and we're going to increase the intensity here. You can work this up to 20 minutes. It's preset as a 10-minute treatment. And there's the acupressure balls. So this actually feels really good. So it just depends, but the beauty about this is you have the ability to change it up however you want to. And I know you are loving looking at my feet. Just kidding. So I'm going to take it here to the side so you can see what this looks like from the side. You can actually see how much it's actually moving my legs. Woo! Yes. Good stuff. So you can pull your toes towards your shins, feel it much deeper in the Achilles. But that's what the acupressure ball's on. You can turn those little guys off and just experience the vibration. And the vibration itself feels really good. We can roll the legs in, roll the legs out, back and forth. We're gonna crank up the energy here. Because again, it goes all the way up to a 20. So we're at full speed right here. The other thing you can do is you can bend those feet, or bend your knees, and just work at it from this standpoint. Okay, so if you want to lay back and relax like I am, you can't see me because you're seeing my feet, but you can see how much that's moving, and that's without the acupressure balls turned on. They're almost bouncing off the platform. So we'll push the acupressure balls on, and now you can see how much more that energy is working through me. Quite a bit. You can work legs side to side. And again, you can meditate through how much of that energy is working through the balls of your feet or through the arch of your foot if you're already super sensitive, okay? So you have control. And I think having control when you're already in a lot of pain and not trusting not everybody to be able to touch you, the Vitalize foot and hand massager allows you to keep control. Okay, another thing you can do is you can go sideways like this. So we can work ball massage low and high and just let the other leg vibrate, and then we turn it around the other side and let it do the same thing. I'm only up to a speed of 10 right now, and so if I crank that energy back up, oh, this is gonna be sensitive. Super sensitive. Woo! Yeah, super sensitive. So again, if I kick those balls off, then it's way more tolerable. And you can see the difference between my left foot and my right foot as to why this is so much different than our whole body vibration platforms, because our whole body vibration platforms teeter-totter all the way across. This is more gas pedals. Think gas pedals. That's a really good thought as to how this is working. But you can see how this is moving my leg, and when that's vibrating, that energy through my calf is creating that pumping sensation for my lymphatic channels to work, because the lymphatic system doesn't actually have a pump like our heart pumps out blood. Our lymphatic system does not work that way. It just it helps to regulate the dynamic channels to and from the midline and the extremities. And so if we can create an artificial pump that will help with that, then we improve the efficiency of our lymphatic system and our detox. And so if you're feeling an itching sensation, I'm feeling this itching right here in my calves, then you can use that for detox. Now, this only has a weight capacity of 66 pounds. But if I wanted to use this on my hamstrings, right now, I'm getting this massage in my hamstrings and it feels really, really good. Really good. So you can get creative, you just can't stand on it. It only has a capacity of 66 pounds. So I'm just letting my thighs rest upon it, and I'm getting a lot of vibrational energy here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this sideways so that you can see. And what we can do to change up the sizing here is you can also do this right here. So you can turn it around in a variety of different ways in order to create the treatment, the custom treatment that you're looking for. But you can see how much my legs are moving here. Lots of movement, lots of vibration. Okay, and then we can add those roller balls, which gives it even more. So you can change which angle you're working at. If I turn it the other way and my ankles are on this lip here, it's a little more sensitive. You can roll the toes in, roll the toes out. That changes how much energy is delivered into specific muscles. So yeah, it's good stuff. And now we're starting to burn. So I'm going to turn those little balls off. There we go. So you can see the vibration taking place here. It's good. Good stuff. And that's how it works. If you are wanting to try it just sitting on your lap, you can just sit it on your lap right here. So you don't have to have a hard surface. Right now, just letting everything work. Working on my palms, Turn on the roller balls. I'm gonna come a little closer so you can hear. Not a whole lot of sound coming out of this little dude, but you can see how it's working. It does work well. So again, if you're not quite sure what to get that loved one for the holidays, or trying to provide bonuses to coworkers and employees, or wanting to deliver just a special gratitude gift to a neighbor, this is gonna should be under 100 bucks, and 20% off today only because it's the 12 days of Christmas, and so this is the gift that we are featuring for today. And then if you get this video on a day when it's not on super special, then you can use the Amber 10 code and you can get a discount any time of the year. So yeah, good stuff. But you can see how much this is working. And speaking of working, I actually need to get off here so I can go work soon. Family awaiting and things to do. It's like the weekend before Christmas, kind of crazy how it all has come so fast. There's the forearms. So if you're having trouble with carpal tunnel syndrome, a lot of it is because the forearm musculature is super compressed and the blood flow cannot make it down into the wrists and palms to heal. And then the other challenge is inflammation. So I've got this on super high setting right now, which we don't want to stay on there for too long. So we're gonna drop this back down using the handy remote. So if you got inflammation and you're just needing to mobilize that energy in your forearms, all the tendons that attach your forearm muscles to your hand is what causes the carpal tunnel syndrome. They all have to squeeze through this little space, as well as your venous supply, your nerves, everything else. A lot of little things that are trying to squeeze into that little structure. So this is just a nice, easy way. Again, I'm going to turn this around so you can see it the other way. And you can see how it's massaging my forearms a lot if I actually have my bones turned down. So this is a really sensitive area. There's a lot of fluff here that you can cushion with, or it's a little more insulation there for sure. These on top here are much more superficial, more sensitive, of course. So if what you can do, turn off those roller balls and then turn them upside down, and then you can receive the vibration that way. And so what is this good for? It's good for stress relief. Good for a lot of things. But fantastic Christmas gift, fantastic birthday gift, fantastic reward to yourself, just for prevention. LifePro is a company of world-class recovery tools, and so we make a lot of different products that you can use to lower inflammation, lower stress hormones, lower stress, which allows you to be the best version of you that you can be. So we can always use help with that, and all pill medication free. So if you're interested in trying to find something really cool that everybody's gonna wanna try out because you're just the cool cat on the block who has that really cool gadget that they've never seen before, that is the LifePro Vitalize foot and hand massager. So enjoy, happy holidays to you all, and thank you all so much for watching. Reach out if you have any questions. I'll be checking the comments here and there, and otherwise, have a wonderful day. Bye.